So now you have an idea of what type of a job you want. The next step is to build a list of companies that you're eventually going to apply to. How do you go about doing that? The first step is to figure out if you care more about the industry that you want to work in or the geography that you want to live in. Once you've done that, there are some good lists of companies that you can filter to start getting a sense of interesting companies. If you think you're more interested in a large company, you can go to the Fortune 500 and filter that either by industry or by geography to get a starting list of companies. If you think you're interested in smaller companies, the Inc. 5000 is a good list to look at. You can also filter that one by industry or geography and find the fastest growing companies in either, which are very likely to be hiring for jobs since they're growing fast. Finally, you can Google best companies in Chicago or best tech companies to work for, and you'll likely get some ideas from a credible industry or local source. But can the internet complete your list of companies? I'd argue it can't. Your goal should be to get a few that might be interesting. Then you want to use your network to talk to somebody in one of those companies or industries. If you have an alumni database, it would be good to use that. If you don't, use your LinkedIn and find a first degree connection or a second degree connection and try to get on the phone with them. If you don't have either of those, ask friends, family, people in your school. You should be able to come up with somebody in a company or industry that you're interested in. Get on the phone with them, ask them more about it, and most importantly, ask them what other companies you should be looking at. It's likely that as somebody who with experience in the industry, they have a good idea of other places you might want to look. Don't stop until you have about 20 companies on your list at a minimum. That sounds like a lot, but not all of them will be hiring someone directly out of college, and even those that are may not be hiring somebody for the type of job function that you're most excited about. And finally, remember that the list doesn't have to be perfect. As you go through the application and interview process, you'll learn a lot more about each of these companies and a lot more about what types of job functions really mean a lot to you.